So today's notes, bond energies and reaction enthalpies. Again, this set of notes is in Schoology for you, so you can go ahead and go on in there and pull that out and do the summary and questions as always. Take your own notes if you want to. Okay, so just to summarize what you should have learned from the POGIL the other day, another way to estimate delta H for a reaction is to compare the bond enthalpies of the bonds that get broken to the bond enthalpies of the new bonds that get formed, because we know that breaking bonds takes energy, making bonds releases energy. So if you can figure out what bonds get broken and which bonds get made, you can figure out take the enthalpies of those different kinds of bonds and figure out how much energy needed to be put in to break the bonds and how much energy did we get out from making bonds, and from that figure out what the overall energy of the reaction is. In other words, the delta H of a reaction is going to equal the sum of the bond enthalpies of the bonds broken minus the sum of the bond enthalpies of the bonds formed. Okay, so in other words, the energy we have to put in minus the energy we get out, and that gives us our delta H. All right, so for our example for this, we're going to estimate the enthalpy of the following reactions, the reaction of methane with chlorine gas. Okay, so if you have this, so here's our methane molecule, CH4, chlorine, Cl2. And when we go ahead and we split this apart in order to make our products, methyl chloride and hydrogen chloride, what we need to do is we need to break this chlorine bond, and we need to break one of the carbon-hydrogen bonds. Okay, so we go ahead and do that. So those are our bonds that are broken. Then we have these are the pieces that come out of that. And so then what we need to do is we need to make a bond between a chlorine and the carbon, and we need to make a bond between the hydrogen and the chlorine. Okay, so those bonds get made. So in this particular situation, for this particular reaction, one CH bond and one CCl bond are broken. One CCl and one HCl bond are formed. So in order to deal with this then, okay, so we want to figure out what's the enthalpy of a CH bond. Well, on average, that's 413. How many CH bonds did we have? We had one. Okay, so that gives us 413 kilojoules. A CCl bond is 242, and again, we only broke one of those. Okay, so there's my bonds broken, which add up to 655 kilojoules. And then we take the enthalpy of the bonds that are made, a CCl bond, and again, we only made one of those. So CCl gives me 328 kilojoules. And then HCl is our other bond. That gives us 431. Okay. If I add those two together, I get 759. 655 minus 759 gives me overall enthalpy of this reaction of negative 104 kilojoules. That's all there is to it.